Hello, 大家好. Good evening from Taipei. I know that we sent out a prayer, email, video thing, whatever this is, a couple of, maybe a few weeks ago. So it seems a bit sooner than we'd normally send one out. But it seems like a lot's happening, and particularly a couple of things have happened that I wanted to update you on, and also then just shamelessly ask for your urgent and weighty prayers into our job and visa situation. And so, just to update you, tell you the story really of moving church. So we've got to a point where we're going to have our last Sunday at our current church this coming Sunday, and then join the Roots Church, be with them on the following Sunday from then onwards. And just to tell you the story of how God spoke to us and led us in this, about the beginning of February, I had a dream. I've not had a huge amount of dreams where I would say they're from God, but I'm trying to get better at discerning when God is speaking to me through dreams. And so I woke up from this dream feeling like God had spoken through this dream, or maybe God's speaking through this, but the content of the dream was basically God saying, you're going to be involved in a church plant in Taipei this year. And so the message was a bit kind of like, well, that's really out of the box. Like, we're having a child this year, I'm getting a job this year. That's kind of what was on our agenda. Min was awake when I woke up, so I shared the dream with her, and she very much agreed with me that God can do whatever he wants, but he's really going to have to do something if this is from him, and he wants to do that. So I wrote it down in my journal and kind of, well, God, if it's up to you, you do what you want. Then I turned my phone on. Now, while I'd been asleep, someone in the UK had heard about a church that was starting in Taipei, and so they had thought, oh, I know Pete's in Taipei, I will forward them a message just with a link in it. So I saw this message and thought, oh, okay, this is interesting. Clicked on the link, up on their website pops coming to Taipei this year, planting in Taipei this year. And so it was then a bit of a holy moment where it's like, oh wow, I think God's speaking here. So we then started to explore. The church people were still arriving. There's about 50 people come from the west coast of America, a combination of Americans, Taiwanese Americans, and Taiwanese who have moved from Seattle to Taipei. They were still kind of moving over in dribs and drabs at that point, and so we just touched base with them, found out a bit more, see who they were, like what was going on. Anyway, it turns out that they have strong relational connection, no formal connection, but strong relational connection with New Frontiers in the USA, and so that was a really encouraging sign for us that they have a similar kind of heart, vision, and values, that kind of stuff. And we felt, okay, this looks exciting. This is an exciting sign. So we then actually went along on their first Sunday, and it was a great Sunday. The preacher chose to start the life of the church by preaching about the character of God and who God is, which is just fantastic. That was refreshing. It was brilliant. So really exciting, and it seems like God is speaking. We're not entirely sure what he's saying, but it seems like there might be a place here where we can find community and maybe partners for the long haul. Maybe. We're still exploring what God is saying here. Very much aware that we're still exploring. Don't want to put too much weight on this, but we are excited about this, and it feels like God's leading us into a bit of a new season. So I've been learning language for 2 years to try and get a good foundation. Still lots to go, but we've been learning, both of us improving our language and culture over these 2 years, and so also with this church coming along, it feels like God's leading us into a new season where we might be able to be a bit more fruitful for the gospel. We're not expecting revival to happen. I'd love it to happen, but we're not expecting it to happen necessarily, but just kind of taking things up to the next level, stepping up a gear. And so yeah, we are excited, but there's one issue about my job, which it feels like actually we need some real punch through prayer is the best way I think I can describe it. We need some real punch through prayer to take us through to this next level in this new season in Taiwan. So our number one hope for a while has been that I would be able to get a job at Kuishan, where Min teaches, and they've been fantastic. They've been really accommodating. They've been really open to exploring possibilities and try different creative ideas. But basically, they got to a point in the last week or so that they realised they'd run out of ideas and they couldn't think of a way, and it just wasn't going to work. And so we were really grateful for the effort that they put in, their willingness to try these things out. We really were grateful, but obviously understand that if they can't do it, they can't do it. And so we've now, which meant that we've kind of hit the go button on all the other options. And so I've sent out my CV to several different aircraft maintenance companies, to 6 or 7 different teaching English schools, and just pursued every door that we can think of, really. And we've sent all that out, and we're just waiting really to hear back from them. And so we really need a job that is going to provide a visa for us to stay in the country, and that is going to get a significant way, if not all the way, to providing the finances we need here. So we're looking for a visa and finances. That is our requirement for the job. And obviously there is a timeline on this as well, because our visas run out at the end of July. Healthcare provision is attached to our visas, and baby is due at the beginning of August. And so that is 4 months from now, which is plenty of time for God to do his thing. God provided all of those things when we came out within a month. And so he can do this. We have seen him do this in the last 2 years. But we really wanted to ask for your prayers, some weighty, urgent, persistent prayers would be very much appreciated. Obviously, we'll be praying. We'll be doing our utmost. If you feel like you hear from God while you're praying, then please do email us, send us. We're really open to that. I'd love to hear. If you feel like God's speaking, then please do email us and let us know about that. But we really would just shamelessly ask you for your concerted prayers in this. We really feel like I said, it's a strategic moment. We feel like we're changing gears, a new season, and we want some real punch through prayer, for the best way I can describe it, just to punch through to the next level. So yeah, we really would appreciate that, and we are confident that God will provide. We are confident that this is where he wants us, but it's just seeing those things come into line at the right time, in the right way. So thank you ever so much for all your prayer. We really do appreciate it. It's such a wonderful privilege to have this resource, to know that I can record a dodgy video on an iPad, send it out, and people will start praying for us. It's brilliant that we've got this technology and the relationship, and just have this resource available to us. So thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate it. And yeah, hopefully we'll record another video soon saying God has provided. Anyway, God bless you. Bye.